Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Mister.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right.
Good
Let's get.
afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon, Lily. Nice to see you again. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, wow.
Very happy today, sir.
Oh, really? You're happy
Because
today? Are you
yeah,
saying?
because you teach us again. Like it's been
Oh,
really a long time, I think.
yeah, it's been a while. We last time we met, it was I think 3 months ago.
Yeah, on
In
term
the
one.
class. Oh, term one. Wow, that's 8 months ago. Because this is term eight. We've been together for 8 months, guys. Wow, it's amazing. Okay, and all of you are ladies. Are there any boys in this class?
Why you Ojan say the
Hmm.
signal not good, Mister?
Oh, okay, he's having signal issue, but he's trying to join, right?
Right.
Ah, okay, great, great, great. All right, and let me see who we have here. Miss Jana. Hello, Miss Jana.
Hello,
Long time no
Mr. Happy Eid
see.
Mubarak, Mister.
Yes, Eid Mubarak, guys. I hope you had a wonderful
Yes, Mister.
um, uh, slaughter. What's the word? Uh,
Sacrifice,
yeah, sacrificial
sacrificial.
ritual.
Yeah.
Events with your
Mm,
family,
yes.
relatives. But I
Mm.
hope you don't get your cholesterol too high up, right?
Mister.
Yeah, make sure to control it.
Yes,
Okay.
Mister.
All right. So we have Miss Jenna, Lily, Miss Andy, Miss Tiara, and Anasha also here. Fosun just joined. Yeah. And Ichal is in the waiting room. Who is Ichal again? You know what? I have your names in the attendance list. I'll check it later. All right, very good. So welcome to the eighth term, guys, of our EfOS online, and hopefully this will be the last one, so we will start the offline next month. Yeah, fingers crossed. Please pray so that we can all make it happen, right? Because I can't wait to see you guys in person to teach you in face-to-face class. Yeah. All right, but that will be for next month. For this month, we are still going to learn online, and I will be joining you for this week before Miss Firna, your uh, teacher for this term, joins next week. Yeah. So, what do we have for our first meeting today? First, I want to, I want to remember more about you uh, because I forgot some things. So, to do this, I want to know the fun facts about you. Okay. And so we're gonna do this warm up activity. We're gonna play the two truths and one lie. So I want you to share three fun facts about you in the chat box, but insert one something not true in your fun facts. And then everyone will guess which one is the lie or the fun fact that is not true about you. Okay? And let me give you an example. I will share my three fun facts and I want you to guess which one is not true. Number one, I I'm typing it. Hold on. I go to bed at 2 to 3 a.m. in the morning. That's one. My second fun fact is I don't have any sister. And the last fun fact about me is I can speak German. Which one is the lie about me, do you think? Okay. So,
Number 2.
okay, Miss Sandy goes with number 2. What about Miss Tiara? Which one is your guess? Okay,
Number
Fauzan
3.
guessed
3.
3. Miss Tiara, 3 as well. What about the others? Write your guess in the chat box. Okay, Anasia goes with number 1. And the point goes to... Okay, Lily answered 3. Hold on. The point goes to Fauzan and Lily. I cannot speak German, unfortunately. But I'm learning German right now because I want to improve my language. Uh, what is it? Skills, yeah. So not only English, but also German. Okay, like that. That's the example. Now I want you to do the same. I want you to write 3 fun facts about you, and then the class will guess which one is not true. I will give you 5 minutes for this. No. 5 minutes too long. Let's go with 3 minutes. I'll give you 3 minutes. Write your 3 fun facts in the chat box, and then the class will guess. Okay? All right, go ahead. 3 minutes. Start from now. Write your fun facts in the chat box, and one is a lie. Okay, go ahead. I'll play some music in the background while waiting to up the mood. And try to write it down in one text so that it doesn't separate with each other later, because it's gonna be messy, right? We don't know who's which. So try to write it down in one post. Okay, we've already had some fun facts in the chat box. Let's take a look at them. All right, we have ones from Miss Jana, Miss Sandy, Lily, Ichal, Anasia, Miss Tiara, and Ojan. Okay, let's start from Miss Jana's fun facts, everyone. Which one do you think is the lie? 1, she is afraid of injection. 2, she is a math teacher who loves writing. And 3, she can spend hours reading novel. What do you think? Okay, Fauzan guessed number 2. She is a math teacher who loves writing. Why? Why do you think that's a lie, Fauzan? Do you know Miss Janna well? Have you seen her teaching at school? Or maybe you're
Because
one
Miss
of...
Jana,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
English teacher.
Oh, because he's an English teacher. Okay, all right. Ichal agrees with you, but Anasha and Lily have different guesses. Okay, let's check it, Miss Jana. Is it true that number 2 is a lie?
False, wrong, Miss.
So
False, sir.
number 2 is true, correct about you.
No.
Ah,
False.
okay, good job. Ojan, Ichal they get the point for the correct guess. So you're not a math teacher and you don't love writing, Miss Jana.
I'm a teacher, but I love writing to my husband.
Oh, wait a minute. So it's true.
Yes, it's true.
Ojan, you're wrong. It's true, Ojan. So Ojan and Ichal are wrong. Okay, what about Anasia's guess, Miss Jana? Uh, are you not afraid of injection? Miss Jana? Number
I'm
one.
afraid. Number one, I'm afraid, Mister.
Oh, so number one is
Yes,
also true. So
it's true.
number three is
Yes,
a lie.
lie number three.
You don't like reading novels?
No,
Why not?
I don't like spend my time to reading novel. I like to watch a movie or
Um,
podcast to improve my English skill like that.
I see, I see. You prefer the
Yeah.
visual type of learning.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very good. So who guessed it correctly? Lily. Good job, Lily. 1 point for Lily. Well done. Okay, all right, let's move on to Miss Sandy now. Number one, she really likes cats. Number two, she has a brother. And then number three, she likes fried peanuts. Interesting fun facts. What do you think, guys? Okay, so we have number one by Ojan. Anasha agrees, so does Ichal and Lily. Okay. Okay, oh, everybody agrees with number one. Let's check. What is number one? She really likes cats. Wait a minute. I think all women like cats. All women I know, they like cats. So I'm not sure if
But
number one is.
Miss Firna, sir.
Oh, Miss Vera
It
doesn't like
seems like
cats.
Firna. Yes.
Wow. Why? Cats are so
Because Miss
cute.
Andy, I was hurt, Miss Andy, I don't like cats. Sorry.
Oh, you heard her say that before. Okay. All right, let's check it then. Miss Andy, is that true? You don't like cats very much?
Yes, Mister. This is
Ah. Why?
true.
Why
Uh,
don't you like cats?
I think cats is uh annoying for me.
Annoying. Maybe because you haven't met the Angora cat. Yeah, they're
Mhm.
very cute, very fluffy. And okay, but the second fun fact, you have a brother. Okay, and you like fried peanuts. Ooh, all right. Thank you. The point goes to everyone. Well done. Let's go to Miss Lily. Okay. What do you think about Lily, guys? Which one is her lie? She likes traveling. She cannot speak Japanese, and she is afraid of dogs. Okay. Okay. Miss Jannah says that she is not afraid of dogs. And then Anasia says that she can speak Japanese. So that's Miss Sandy and Ojani Chalentiara. I'll go with her not being afraid of dogs. And let's reveal it. Lily, which one is the lie?
Actually, number two, sir.
Number two, guys. Oh, Anasha, you changed your answer. And you're wrong because of that. So you can speak Japanese, Lily.
Yes, I can,
Ah.
sir.
How do you say nice to meet you in Japanese?
Wait, I forgot.
Ah, I see.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
you cannot speak then. So what is it?
I forgot, sir. I
Oh my
totally forgot.
gosh. Okay.
My mind is blank.
Arigato gozaimasu. That's the Japanese.
Yes, arigato
That's
gozaimasu.
Arigato
thank
gozaimasu.
you.
Oh,
Watashi
that's
wa
thank
namai
you.
wa.
Yeah. Konbanwa. Aha.
Konnichiwa.
Uh,
Naruto Uzumaki. Yes. Things like that. I can speak Japanese too. All right, so who gets the point for that? It's Miss Sandy and Ichao. All right. Okay, let's move on to who's next. We have Ichao. What do you think about Ichao? Which one is the lie? Ichal doesn't have any two siblings. Ichal takes a bath twice a day, and Ichal doesn't play a game. I hope not number two, Ichal, yeah, because if you don't take a bath twice a day, that's not so good. Okay, Ichal number two. All right, Mr. Ojan goes with number three. Okay, everybody answered number three. Okay. Oh, Miss Janna has a different answer. Number one. Okay. So, Ichal, which one is it? Number two, guys. It's number two. He doesn't take a bath twice a day. So, how many times do you take a bath in a day, Joe?
Only once, sir. Because
Oh
I
my
like
gosh.
stay in my home.
Because you don't go out, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But at least you take a bath, yeah? Don't skip a bath. Pity the people around you. Okay. Okay, good job, good job. If you guessed that correctly, I think, oh, nobody guessed it correctly, unfortunately. Let's move on to Anasia. Anasia, she would love to find a new hobby. She doesn't like Korean food and she's not afraid of going to anywhere alone. Okay, going anywhere alone. Which one do you think is the lie about Anasia? Okay, so we have 313, okay. One also by Miss Jana. All right, all right. What about the others? Which one is the lie? What is this? Why am I sending? Okay, let's delete that. Okay, so we have threes and ones, yeah, for Anasia. Three, I'm not afraid of going anywhere alone, and one, I would love to find a new hobby. Okay, Anasia, which one is the lie about you?
Number 2, sir.
Nobody guessed it. Oh my gosh, all of you guessed, but incorrectly. She doesn't like Korean food. Oh, come on. Nobody doesn't like Korean food, right? Korean food,
Yeah. Mhm.
yummy. Which one is your favorite, Anasia?
I love to eat kimbap.
Kimbap. Okay, I have no idea which one that is, but it sounds delicious. Very good. Let's go with Miss Tiara now. Miss Tiara, she likes to cook, she snores when she sleeps, and she is a first child. Which one do you think is Miss Tiara's lie? Okay. Which one is Miss Tiara's lie? Okay, Lily answered 3. She is not the first child. Ojan, number 2 is, what is number 2? She snores when she sleeps. Okay. How do you know, Ojan? Have you have you seen her sleeping?
Just guess, sir.
Okay, just a guess. Okay, Sandy goes with 3, Miss Jana with 1. Okay, we have all the answers in the chat box now. So let's unveil the lie. Miss Tiara, which one is the lie? It's number 2. So you don't snore, Miss Tiara.
Yes.
How do you know if you're sleeping? How do you know if you're asleep? Did you record yourself sleeping?
No.
Oh,
Just my husband
your husband tells you.
snore. Yeah.
Okay, and it's your husband that snores. Okay.
I don't know.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, and then the last one we have Ojan. Okay, Ojan says, I like beautiful girls. I can play the violin and I have many guitars. Ooh. Okay. What do you think? All right, all right. Okay. All right. Okay, so we have the guesses. Number 2 is the popular guess. So Ojan cannot play the violin, you think? All right, all right. Okay, Ojan, please, tell us which one is the lie.
Number 2, sir.
Correct. Yes. So number 2, guys. Well done. So number 1 is obvious, yeah, because Ojan is a normal man. Of course, he likes beautiful girls. Yeah. All right. Very good. Very good. And yeah, that's it. That's a little warm up to start our EfOS Online Term 8, guys. And give me 1 minute, please. I need to check something first. Okay. So yeah, EfOS Online Term 8. We are continuing with the IELTS skills to prepare you guys for the IELTS exam. And today, these are our targets. So today we will focus on the writing skills, especially for the part one of the writing section of the IELTS test. And here are the specific goals that we will cover. Can you read it, please, for us, Miss Tiara? The first goal.
Yes, delegate features of different types of graph, chart, and table in order to describe them accurately.
Very good. And Ichal, can you continue with the second goal?
Use suitable verbs, adjectives, and adverbs to describe trends in different ways.
Very good. So these are our targets for today, and these are important, especially for the part one of the IELTS exam. And I hope you still remember how they look like. So part one of the IELTS exam, you will see something like this, yeah. So we will see, what is this? A line chart, a bar chart, or this is a line graph, sorry, line graph, bar chart. What about this one? What do you call this kind of visual
Pie
graphic?
chart.
Pie chart. Very good, Miss Sandy. And this one? We call it a
Table.
table. Very good. All right, now. So these are very common in writing part one, yeah. You will see graphs or charts or tables, and you will need to write about it. So it's important to be familiar, especially with the vocabulary about the graphs and charts. So let's start with these vocabulary practice. Look at the example of the types diagrams, and label the diagrams with words from the box. So you see the words from the in the box at the top. Use the words to complete the description of the elements of the graphs or charts on the screen. Number one is an example for you. So this is called a line graph. Yeah. Okay, let's do number two together. What do you call this blue thing in the picture? Is it a row, a bar, a table, a column, a key, title, line, pie chart? What do you call this blue thing?
Maybe line, sir.
Very good. Let's check it. It is a line. Very good. Well done. So I want you to do that like that. I will give you some time to do it by yourself. And then after that, we will come back and we will complete the words together. Okay? I will give you 3 minutes to try to complete the spaces, the underlined spaces, all right, with the words in the box. Start from now. 3 minutes. All right, 3 minutes is over. Let's check what you came up with to complete the spaces. Yeah. So let's start with number 3. I want to check from Anasha. What do you think is number 3, Anasha? This one here. What do you think this line is?
I think horizontal axis.
Axis. Very good. Let's check it out. Very good. It is indeed. Well done, Anasha. Let's go to Fauzan for number 4. What is this line called, Fauzan?
Maybe vertical axis.
Yes, it's pretty obvious, yeah, because we have the comparison of this one. This is horizontal, and this one is vertical, and we call this axis, yeah. So it's important to know these words, guys, because the questions in the IELTS part 1 usually mentions these words. So if you don't know what axis is, you will be confused, like, what is axis, right? All right, let's move on to number 5 with Icha. What are these kind of chart called?
Bar chart.
Bar chart. Let's check it out. It is indeed bar chart. Well done. Miss Jenna, number 6. What do you call this component or this part of the chart?
Bar.
It's a bar. Wow, you guys are good at this. Well done. Next one, Miss Lily. What do you call this part or component of the chart? It gives description of the bars. So, what do you call this thing, Lily?
Title? Maybe?
Title? Title usually at the
No.
top.
Oh. Wait, wait.
It's like in a map, there are usually descriptions at the bottom to tell you what the part of the map represents. What do you call that?
Key?
Key. Very good. So we call it key, just like answer key, to tell you the meaning of the parts in a visual data. Very good, Lily. Next one, let's go to Miss Sandy. What is this called? Favorite type of movie? What do you call this?
Segment.
Segment. Favorite type of movie?
Pie chart.
We call it?
Pie chart.
It's not number not the whole chart. This one, the
Chart.
favorite type of movie. We call it title. Very good. Because it's at the top and it's bold-faced, and it usually comes in the beginning of the visual or the graph or chart. Yeah. So it's a title. Very good, Miss Sandy. Miss Tiara, what do you call this kind of chart?
Pie chart.
Pie chart. That's right. It's called pie chart. Moving on to, oh yeah, moving back to Anasha. Anasha, what do you call this part of the pie chart?
I think table or segment.
Okay, those are two answers. Which one exactly?
And
I choose segment, sir.
Segment. Yes, it is a segment. Yeah. So segment means part of a pie chart. Yeah, and that's being divided. And then the 12th, Ojan, what do you call, oh, sorry, 11, what do you call this kind of chart? This
Table,
kind
sir.
yes, it is a table. And then moving back to Miss Jenna. Miss Jenna, what do you call this part of a table? It's vertical, yeah, the vertical
column.
column. Very good, column. Column. And then what about the horizontal?
Row. Row.
It's a row. Very good. And that's it. So good job. Well done. Bravo. So it's important to know this vocabulary, guys, these words, because they usually appear or come up in the IELTS writing task part 1. Very good. Now, After you understand the chart or the graph, next, what you need to do to prepare to writing task 1 is to choose the key information or the key features from the graph or chart to write in your essay. Okay, and this is a practice. This is an exercise to do that. So I want you to select the key features by answering the questions. For example, number 1, what does the title say the graph is about? What is the title of this graph? Very easy, guys. Just look at the title.
World most expensive cities.
Yes, that's the title, yeah. The world's most expensive city. So this is the first feature you need to see before you write your task 1, okay? You need to really understand the title first before you see the details. So this is about world's most expensive cities in 2015. And there are some cities there. Okay, now, I'll give you some time to think about the answer for number 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'll give you 3 minutes, and then after that, you will share it to the class. Okay? So go ahead, 3 minutes, start from now. All right, let's see what you've come up with. Number 2, what does the vertical axis describe? Anybody knows? Anybody has an answer? What does this part describe?
Sir,
Yes, Anasya?
it shows the buying price in US dollars per
Square meter
meter
or
per
square
square
meter.
meter. Yes.
Okay, very good. Well done. So it's actually written there, yeah. So you just need to focus on identifying the labels. So this axis describes the cost per square meter in US dollar. What about the horizontal axis?
Describe the cities about the
Yes, very good, Miss Tiara. It is indeed describing the. Hold on, why is it not responding? Oh, it describes the cities. Very good. How many cities do we have there? There are 5
Five.
cities.
Five
Yeah,
cities.
5 cities. And then what do the columns or bars represent? So what do these represent, guys?
Dollar level.
Yes.
Buying
Dollar
price
levels in different.
per
For each city, right? The buying price per square meter for each city. Well done. The cost, yeah. Buying price means cost. It's the synonym. And then which is the tallest and shortest bar? Let's start with the shortest. Which one is the shortest?
Oh,
Monaco,
Monaco.
Monaco.
Monaco. Very good. And then the tallest?
Singapore,
and Singapore.
New York and
Singapore.
Singapore.
Yes, because they are at the same, yeah? They are at the same height. And let's check the answer. Is it correct? Yep. The shortest is Monaco, and the tallest are New York and Singapore. So how do they compare to one another? So if we compare the bars, how would you compare them in simple description? Overall,
the
yeah.
the bar illustrate
Mhm.
that Monaco is the most expensive.
It's
The
less
most or the least?
And at the least
expensive.
at the
Yes.
least,
Mhm.
and followed by Hong Kong, London, and New York.
New York and Singapore are the most expensive, right?
Right.
But do you see any general similarity? There is a similarity, right? Monaco, Hong Kong, and London are similar, and New
Yes.
York and Singapore are similar.
Yes.
And the difference is quite significant because this is low and this is high. So, a good description briefly would be like this. Can you read it out loud, Miss Sandy?
Yes. Monaco, Hong Kong, and London very similar. New York and Singapore significantly more expensive.
Very good. So these are the key features that you need to choose to write in your essay, guys. So these are examples. Yeah. All right. Any questions about this before we practice more?
Clear, Mister.
All right. If it's clear, then let's practice with the next one. Okay. Again, I will give you 3 minutes to try to identify and select the key features using the questions to guide you on the right. And then we'll check your answers together as a class later after 3 minutes, starting from now. All right, let's check your answers. Number 7. Let me start from Miss Tiara. What do you think, Miss Tiara? What does the title say the graph is about?
Home ownership rates in select European countries.
Very good. Choose the next friend to share their answer for number 8.
Miss Sandy.
Miss Sandy. Oh, this is a tough one because there is no any label. But what do you think is just predict, just guess. What do these?
Rates
Very good. Rates of?
of home of ownership in the Europe.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Actually, if we hold on, my PowerPoint is lagging. Let's give it time to show the answer. Okay, so it's a number of people, yeah, the rates owning their own homes. So the owner, yeah, number of owners. Maybe in percentage because, of course, there are more than 120 people in one country, right? But yeah, I think your prediction is correct, Miss Sandy. Good job. Choose the next friend for number 9.
Ichal,
Okay, Ichal, number 9, what does it describe? Horizontal axis.
Countries.
Yeah, it's quite clear, yeah, because it's the label there and there are names of countries. But don't forget, they are not just any countries, they are,
In Europe.
yeah, European countries. And then choose the next friend for number 10, Ichal.
Miss Lily.
Okay, Miss Lily, which ones are the highest and the lowest points of line?
The highest one is Romania with 100. Can we say percent, sir?
Yeah, you can say
Okay.
percent, 100%.
And the lowest
Lowest.
one is Switzerland
With
with
around 40%.
45%.
Okay, let's check it out. Yep. So Romania has the largest percentage and Switzerland the smallest or lowest. Very good. Choose the next friend for number 11.
Anasia?
Okay, Anasha, what is the general trend of the line?
The line goes down, which means home ownership become lower from left to right.
Okay, oh, nice. Nicely put. Except for which country do you think?
From the highest,
Yeah,
from
Romania.
increase,
Yeah.
Romania, and the decrease is
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay.
Switzerland.
Yep. Or
Switzerland.
you can put it as most of the countries have similar figures, starting from Italy, not very far from Switzerland, but Romania is pretty high up, yeah, different from the other countries. And then the last friend, Anasha, for number 12.
Okay, sir.
Who do you choose?
There is a sharp decrease from Romania to Italy
Okay.
and from Germany to Switzerland. Switzerland.
I wouldn't call this sharp because it's only a little bit slanted, only this way, right? This one is sharp, yeah. Romania to Italy. Yeah. So Romania has a much higher percentage than the other countries. All right, so these are other examples, guys, on how to select the key features to talk about or to write about in your essay. So it's a very important part of the preparation. Okay. All right. Now we have two more practice, but we're going to make it fast. So let's just right away answer it together. Number 13. What does the title say the graph is about?
Average size in third countries.
What do the segments represent? What is this green, blue, purple, orange, black? What are they?
Space.
They are?
Countries. Countries.
Countries, yeah, different countries, Canada, USA, and so on. Which is the largest segment? The largest.
Green.
USA.
Australia.
Australia
Australia
and USA.
larger than
And
Yeah,
the smallest is Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
smallest is Hong Kong. Very good. Are some segments similar in size?
Australia
Green
Orange
and
and black.
black.
Green and
I
black
know.
are similar, yeah?
Oh, green.
Yep. Australia and USA. So you see, these are the key features that you need to write in your essay, guys. That's the biggest one, the smallest one, the similar ones, right? Make sure you cover or write about them in your essay. And then the last one, still connected with the topic before about the uh, average house size. Yeah. What does the title say about the table?
average house size.
Very close.
European.
Very good. Average size of houses or house size in selected European countries. How many columns are there?
Two.
Two.
Column,
What do they represent?
Country and
country and
size.
size.
Which country has the biggest average house size?
Denmark.
It's Greece.
Denmark,
Denmark.
French,
Denmark.
Greece.
Denmark.
Denmark.
Denmark, yeah. Wow. The houses in Denmark are so huge, guys. Look at that. 137 square meter. Is your house that big? Hopefully, yeah. Which country has the smallest average house size?
Italy.
Italy.
Italy,
Italy, yeah. Italy with only 61 square meters. Which countries have a similar average house size?
France and Germany.
Denmark and Greece.
France and Germany.
France and Germany, that's right. So again, you need to include these kinds of information in your essay when you are writing to describe a chart or a graph or a table. All right, so those are about choosing the features to write about in our essay. Now, what about using the data from the graph or chart or table? It must be accurate. Can you read the tip, Miss Janna, at the top right?
It is very important that the information you provide in your answer accurately reflects the information given in the text.
That's right. So it must be accurate, guys. If you write information that is not accurate based on the visual data, then it's going to take points from your essay. So make sure that it's accurate. And here is an example of an essay to answer this question, to describe these charts and column, chart and table, but there are some inaccurate data. There are some misinformed data. So it's underlined. It's given you. There's already a clue for you for the inaccurate data. Try to correct them. Okay. So here's an example. Let's read it from the first sentence. Can you please guide us, Miss Tiara? Read the sentence. Miss Tiara, are you there? Okay, probably disconnected. Miss Sandy.
Yes, sir. The pie chart and table provide information about the average house size worldwide.
Okay,
According-
pause. What's wrong?
Worldwide,
Worldwide is wrong, Lily. Why?
because the data say about selected countries, not worldwide.
Very good.
I
So
think
this is wrong. Yeah, it must be. Why is it not showing up? Hold on. Okay, there you go. So worldwide is wrong. It's supposed to be selected countries. So I want you to do the same. Number 3 is a bonus. You don't need to do number 3 because there's I don't know what's wrong in this statement. I think it's correct. So just focus on number 2 and number 4, 5, and 6. Correct the information. Make it accurate based on the chart, based on the the chart and the table. And for this, I will give you 5 minutes to do it by yourself, starting from now. All right, let's check it out, guys. Let's check it out. What do you think are wrong in the sample answer here? Write down your answer in the chat box. Let's start with number 2. Write the correct version. Okay, Anasha and Lily go with USA. Miss Jen also thinks so. And let's take a look. Is it USA that's supposed to be there? Yep, the USA. Very good. And don't forget, USA, we always use the when we say or write it down because it's one set, the USA. What about number 4? Oh yeah, by the way, number 3 is 45, yeah. I don't know what's wrong here. Maybe because of the word just. Maybe it's too personal, like you give your opinion. So that's probably why it's wrong. But let's go to number 4. All right, a lot of you have answered. It's selected. Okay, let's take a look. Is it selected? Oops. Wait a minute, why is it showing number 5 before number 4? Hold on, let me do a little tweak real quick. So we have selected. A lot of you answered selected. Not a lot of you, but all of you, actually. So let me take a look. The 5th one's supposed to be popping up before the 4th one. All right, let's see. Is it selected? Oh, why is it back to the beginning? All right, it is correct. Selected. What about the 5th one, guys? All of you are correct, by the way. Well done. What about number 5? What's the correct version of the data? Okay, no answers yet. Average house size by Lily. What about the others? So in conclusion, when comparing the two graphs, it is apparent that houses in Europe are much smaller than in non-European countries. Okay. Okay. Non-European house by Anasia. Ojan gave up. All right. Anybody else want to try before we see the answer? Average by Ichal, okay? Focus. Focus to the detail there. The average by Miss Andy. All right. Now, please, can you read the whole sentence first? The sentence here, so we can analyze it together, please. Ichal.
In conclusion, when comparing the two graphs, it's easy apparent that houses in Europe are much smaller than in non-Europe countries.
Okay. Houses in Europe, okay, in the selected
Hong
European
Kong, sir, Hong Kong.
countries, are much smaller than in non-European countries. Is it correct that it's smaller than in non-European countries? What are the non-European countries that this sentence mean? Is it this one?
Hong Kong? Japan?
But do you think non-European countries are only Canada, USA, Australia, Hong Kong, and Japan? Or are there many more?
What,
And do
but
you
the
think,
data
do
only
you,
show that country?
yes, only the selected ones, yeah? So there are two mistakes here. Houses in Europe is wrong because Europe is big, not only UK, France, Denmark, Spain, and Greece, right? There are many other countries in Europe, and non-European countries are a lot. Not only Canada, USA, Australia, Hong Kong, Japan, Indonesia is also non-European countries. China is also. So that's the inaccurate data here because it's too general. It's supposed to be, to make it more specific, we have to use the word selected. Yeah. So selected European countries and selected non-European countries. So it must be more specific. All right. Don't be too general in your essay because the data is not general. The data is specific with the countries that are mentioned or the selected countries. So try to be specific in your essay. And then the last one, number 6, write down your answer in the chat box. What is mistaken in the data there? Okay. Anyone? Overall, Australia has the biggest houses. Australia, the biggest houses. And Italy has the smallest. So, supposed to be Hong Kong. Yeah. The data is inaccurate because not Italy, it's Hong Kong. Here, Italy is the, hold on. Only 61, yeah. Italy is 61 square meter. It's bigger than Hong Kong, 45 square meter. So there you go. That's how you should be accurate with your data to write in your essay. All right. Any questions about this so far? Before we move on to the next and the last exercise for today. All right. If it's clear, let's move on. Oh yeah, before we move on to the
I have
last.
question, Mister.
Oh yeah, Miss Sandy, go ahead.
Uh, we use in the first use word selected. After that in number 5 and use selected again. We will paraphrase or not, Mister?
It's ideally great if you can paraphrase it, so you can get extra score for vocabulary. But if you don't know synonym or the paraphrase of selected, it's okay. Just use the same word. Because clarity is more important than vocabulary score. Okay? So the clarity of the content is priority number 1. Vocabulary is priority number 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, Miss Andy?
Okay, thank you, Mister.
Yes, yeah. All right, now there is one more mistake, guys. Can you spot the one other mistake that is not about grammar? The grammar is perfect here, but it's something about the information, the content, the idea. Okay, maybe you didn't spot it or you didn't focus on looking for it. I'll just tell you what the information is. Can you read the last part, please? Ojan.
Overall, Australia has the biggest houses and Italy has the smallest. This is most probably due to the size of each country.
So here, the writer, the student who make this sample answer says, this is Australia has the biggest houses and Italy has the smallest houses. This is maybe because the country is big and the country is small. Is that in the chart and in the table?
No.
Is it in the chart and in the table that the country size is big or small?
No, sir.
No.
I think
No,
that's
it's
an idea.
not. It's a personal idea. Okay. Don't include your personal opinion or your general opinions. No, no, no. They are not going to assess that. They will ignore that. You're just wasting your time and your writing if you use your opinions. They will only focus on what is in the chart or the table or the graph. Okay, so that's another thing you need to keep in mind. Don't include your opinions. Just focus on the information from the visual data. Okay, I hope that's clear. Now let's close by looking at this popular vocabulary or words in IELTS writing task 1. So these words are very important to describe graph and charts and columns. So let's complete it. The first category is the one to describe a race, an upward movement. So one example is rise. And the second category is describing something moving down, like falling. And then the one on the right, you don't need to do anything for this. There are only 3 examples there. So what I want you to do is to complete the list for category 1 and category 2. And I'll give you 3 minutes to brainstorm, to try to complete the list here. You can use Google or AI or whatever to help you complete it. We'll check it together after 3 minutes, starting from now. All right, let's see what you've come up with. Number 2, what is another word to describe rise that starts with in, guys?
Increase.
Very
Increase.
good. That's very easy. Increase. What about the one that starts with CL, Miss Sandy, perhaps?
Climb.
Very good, Miss Sandy. What about the one that starts with go, Ojan? It's a
Grow.
phrase. Sorry?
Grow.
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 there is an R before O in grow. This is
Grow
a
up.
phrase. Go up. Very good. Oh, Ichal, what about number 5? Something to show that it goes up, starting with RO.
Rocket.
Rockets. Very good. Although it's not very common, I think. I rarely see the use of rocket to describe something that goes up, but skyrocket is more common. Yeah. So skyrocket is more common as a verb instead of just rocket. Okay, and then Anasia, number 6.
Soar.
Soar. Yeah, it reminds me of birds. Birds, yeah, like to soar. Soar. So be careful with the pronunciation. Yeah, you may come across this in your speaking, so you may know how you need to know how to pronounce it well. So how do you pronounce it?
Soar.
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 Mm,
Soar.
Soar. Very good. Miss Jenna, what about the following vocabulary? Number 8.
Decrease.
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 Decrease. Miss Tiara, another synonym for decrease.
Decline.
Decline. And the opposite of going up. Ojan.
Uh, good life.
The opposite of going up.
Oh, opposite. Hmm.
Going
Going.
up. The opposite of up is? What is the opposite?
Maybe so.
Opposite means
Help me,
antonym.
help me.
The antonym of up.
Go down.
Yes, go down.
Oh.
Number 11 and 12 are pretty high level. So Lily, what do you think?
Plummet.
Plummet, very good. And
Mm,
okay, anybody can help?
Plungy, Mr.
Plunge.
Plants.
Plunge. Everyone repeat, plunge.
Plants.
Yes.
Plunge.
So plummet and plunge are high level
Plunge.
vocabulary.
Lunch.
And they mean a drastic fall. Yeah, it's a drastic fall. So like sharp from a high place to a lower place in a sharp, quick movement. Plummet and plunge. And the last one is
Drop.
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 Very good. So it's important to know these words because you will likely need them to write your essay for part 1 in the IELTS test. And here are other words. You can also say search to express something that goes up, shoot up, and peak. And other words for describing the falling movement, we have reduce, collapse, tumble, diminish, sink, and dip. So important vocabulary. Now, which one describe a sudden increase? Which one of the verbs describe
Soar.
a sudden increase? Soar and
Rocket.
skyrocket or rocket. Very good. And which one describe a sudden decrease?
Plunge.
Plunge and
Plunge and drop.
plummet. Yeah. Drop is more general. It can be sharp, can be slowly, so there is no specific meaning. But plummet and plunge, they are both sudden decrease. Okay, so that's why they are very, very useful if you find a graph or a chart that shows sudden increase or decrease. All right, very good. Okay, last one is about tenses, guys. So you know the verbs. We already know the verbs: increase, climb, go up, rocket. So what if it happens in the past? Go up will change, becoming
Went up.
Went up. Very good. What if the decline is happening now? We will say is declining. What if the drop happens in the past and we still talk
Drop.
about it now?
Drop.
Has
Drop.
dropped.
Drop.
Has dropped. So what do you call those changes with the verbs? We call it 10?
Plummeted.
10? We
Plummeted.
call it
Plummeted.
10?
10.
Tenses.
Tense.
Yes, we call it tenses. So it's important also to use the correct tenses, guys. If it's in the past or future or present, you make sure your verb is in the correct form. So let's do this as the last activity for today. Number 1, what do you think? Write your answer in the chat box. Go, go, go. What is the verb? The verb form, the tenses. Is it rises or rose or will rise or is rising, are rising, or have risen? Okay, Fauzan answered rising. Fauzan, verb ing is never alone as a verb. There must always be a support by a to be. If it's a present continuous, it must be is or are rising. So you think it's are rising?
Rise.
Okay, Lily answered rose. Okay, Lily changed her answer from has risen to rose. Why, Miss Tiara? Why rose? Why not like Ojan thinks is why not are rising?
There is use verb to
Very
for
good,
last year.
because it's
Last year.
last year. So the verb must be
Rose.
rose. Number 2, what do you think is the verb form? What is the tense? The tenses. Okay, Lily goes with verb 2. I'll give you a clue. There is no time information here, guys.
Tense.
There is no
Tense.
time information. There is no past time information there.
Yeah. Tense. Yeah.
Oh, but wait a minute. Because there's no time information, so it could be in the past, it could be now, like a habit or a fact, or it could be present perfect. Yeah. So the answer is it can be remains. HL correct. It can be past. Lily and Miss Jana and I think yeah, only those two who answered with past tense, and then has remained. Present perfect is also correct because there's no time information. What about number 3, guys? The
Present
key.
perfect.
Yes. So what is the verb gonna be?
Present perfect.
Yep. So what is that? Is that is decreasing? Has decreased?
Has decreased.
Has decreased. Ojan, we don't decrease past simple is not accurate because there is the word sin, sejak. Yeah. If you see since, it's usually present perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so has decreased. And then the number 4 one, what is
Future. Present future will
so?
go up.
Will go up?
Yes.
Everybody else, do you agree with Miss Jenna's analysis? What do you think? Will go up? Going up for Miss Sandy? Miss Sandy, same as what I tell what I
Are going up. Are going up. Will go up or going up.
Okay, yes, but I was going to say to Miss Sandy, like what I told Ojan, verb ing is never alone as a verb. There must be something to support it, like to be. So what is the to be for house prices? Are. Are going. And the answer is are going to go up.
Going to go up, yeah.
But it's also correct if you say are going up. If you are very
Will go
sure,
up.
will go up also correct. Okay, but the best one is are going to go up. Number 5, the last one, ladies and gentlemen.
This year.
This year. Ooh, that's a tricky
Past
time
tense.
information.
Past
It
tense,
could
yes.
be, it's not only past tense because this year is still this year. It's not finished yet. But if
Present
you,
perfect.
yes, present perfect is the best tense for this.
Yes.
But if you
Past,
think
yes.
that it happened in
Has
January,
located, yeah.
then you can also use past simple.
Has located, yeah. Have.
Yes, correct. Have because the subject is more than
They.
one. Yep. All right, so be careful with your verbs when you describe the data from the visual graphic in the writing test part 1 of IELTS, guys. And that's it. That's all our lessons for today. So let's have a recap. What have we learned today?
Many things.
We have learned
We have learned about the synonym of what trends and
very good.
don't what trends.
Very good.
And we need to how to say provide our
Accurate
answer
data.
accurately
Very good.
in writing task 1.
Very good. And we have also learned and practiced to select what?
Yes.
What do we select?
Type of diagram.
Very good. Yes. We learned the types of diagrams, but what did we also practice choosing from the diagrams and charts? We learned choosing the key features. Yeah.
Key feature.
Yes, the ones to include in our essay. So which one is the easiest for you to do?
All of them so hard.
I love them so hard. But I understand, Ojan. IELTS writing is, I think, the most difficult. Yeah. Because you need to use technical words. You need to write academically. So,
Especially paraphraser.
yes, not to
Because
forget
we have to know a lot of vocabulary
a lot of
to
words.
expand our
Yes, the tenses.
vocabulary.
Correct. But again, we have to, handle it. We have to take the test and ace it, right? To do our best. All right. So yeah, that's it. And now let me check your attendance before we close the session. Tiara Ernita. Ahmad Faisal. Ichal, ya? Sandi Puspita.
Yes, Mister.
Rizkia Ardana. Anybody knows the whereabout of Rizkia today? No?
No, Mister.
Okay. Anasia,
Present.
Ojan,
Yes, sir.
Miss Jannah,
Present.
and Lily. Okay, and have you guys joined the Google Classrooms?
Not
Yes.
yet, Mister. Not yet.
Okay,
Not yet,
please
sir.
please do so. The link is in the WhatsApp group because once again, it's part of the scoring, yeah, part of the assessment for the term. So if you don't complete it, it's gonna take away a lot of points from your grade or mark, and it will not look good in the record because, of course, the government and officials will check the records in the future. So, any questions before we close?
Mister, clear, Mister.
What is it, Miss Sandy?
Clear, Mister.
All right, Miss Sandy. Thank you very much then. If everything is clear, thank you very much, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, have a great day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Mister.
Thank you, sir.
See you tomorrow.
Yes, don't forget watch football.
Oh, it's football match. Okay, happy watching, Ojan. Bye-bye.